Welcome, everybody, to Golden Grizzlies Baseball on 88.3 FM WXOU. It is a blustery day here at the Oakland baseball field. This is your WXOU baseball home opener. And to kick off our home schedule, we've got your Oakland Golden Grizzlies taking on the Bowling Green State Falcons. I am Harjun Buttar, your play-by-play. Joining me is Kaylah, Snell on color, and Gavin, Smilowski in the studio. We are so excited to be here with you today. This is going to be a very interesting matchup for the Golden Grizzlies. These Falcons have been a tough nut to crack for lots of teams across America, and the Oakland Golden Grizzlies are going to have their chance to be that one. Kaylah, it's going to be a hell of a game.
That it is, honestly. I have my eye over for Bowling Green, honestly. My eye's on Jack Cross. But what about you?
Yeah, Jack Cross, an amazing player. Batting over 300. He's one of 5 players on this Bowling Green roster to bat over 300. They've just been knocking them out left, right, and center. The top 5 specifically of this lineup here for the Bowling Green State Falcons. A lot of trouble. And it's good that Oakland's getting a matchup like this against Bowling Green so early because it helps them matriculate to their offense and get into their defense.
Matriculate, get to their offense and get the defensive sets. Starting off for the Bowling Green.
Nathan Archer pitching.
Nathan
is
Archer.
Gage Smith.
For your Oakland Golden Grizzlies is Gage.
We are underway here at the Oakland baseball field. First pitch cranked out to center field. And Oakland is able to get well underneath it for the first out of the game.
Oh, yeah, it should be right in. Am I not? I thought it was around the corner. That
Up to bat now for the Bowling Green State Falcons
Hmm.
is Sam Seidel. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
On
It's still
strike
going.
one.
I just got first pitch.
That was a heater right there, Kaylah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Right there, Kayla.
Second pitch called ball. Count is now 1-1.
Ball. There's now 1-1.
Here's the 1-1.
Here's
That's a
the
foul
one.
back. That's going to bring the count to 1-2 here. Good start for Gage Smith, especially in this rainy weather with the unpredictable conditions. 1-2 pitch called foul there. Swung back by the fence. Couldn't stay fair. Gage Smith, a junior transfer from Milwaukee Area Technical College. He's a Wisconsin native, so this must be an interesting thing coming out of his home state and playing for the Grizzlies in Michigan.
Yeah, although honestly, Sam Seidel also not from Michigan, an Ohio native from Greenwich. It's got a
2-2 pitch hit out to center field, and Oakland center field are able to track it down. 2 up and 2 down for the Bowling Green State Falcons. Up to bat now for the Bowling Green State Falcons is number 3 Newman. Here's the first, little bit high and inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0, swung out and hits Gage Smith. Can he swing it out to first in time? No. And Newman's going to start to round second. Are they going to be able to pick him off, and he's going to stay at second? That's a double for DJ Newman.
The Grizzlies are going to have to be careful with those throws, especially with these unpredictable weather.
Up to bat now for the Bowling Green State Falcons is number 18, Tyler Ross. batting .358 on the season. He's got 24 hits, and he's second on the team in homers with 5. And he's hit by that one. He's going to go for a walk to first. Well, what looked like a great start for the Grizzlies, 2 up and 2 down, is now all of a sudden runner on first and second. Batting now for the Bowling Green State Falcons is the guy we've been talking about for this Falcons team, number 7, Jack Krause, leading the team in batting average and in hits. He has been an absolute monster. You would think he's a little bit higher on the batting chart, but seems like Bowling Green's coach wants to bury him and kind of use him as a cleanup guy. First pitch outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0, pop fly. And it's going to be fouled out to left field. It's going to bring the count to 1-1. If there's a guy that Gage Rice can, build some control on in this game, it's Jack Krause. Here's the 1-1. Outside. That's going to be ball 2. Just a little bit outside of the strike zone. Here's the 2-1. Swung out to right field. John Lauinger unable to get underneath it, and that's going to bring DJ Newman home for the first run of the game. Runner on first and third, 2 outs at the top of the first. Not a great start after 2 up and 2 down to start the inning for the Grizzlies.
No. Honestly, what does not help is this weather. You just can't predict where the ball is actually going to fly. But honestly, Oakland can still recover it if they focus on trying to prevent anyone from going further. Then second.
Up to bat now for the Bowling Green State Falcons is number 14, Gavin Gannon. Batting .352 on the season at 54 at-bats. First pitch is 0-1. Here's the second. And that's going to be fouled out to right field. Brings the count to 0-2. Here, but they got to wake up the bats quickly because for the last 2 games, it seems like they've gone kind of quiet. In the Toledo game, it was a defensive battle, and unfortunately, Oakland caught the wrong end of that one. Yeah, like you were saying, Kaylah, this weather is not helping, but honestly, you've got to control the ball where it's going to be going, especially when you've got switch hitters like Jack Krause out there who can really make an impact on your game.
Yeah, the impact of these hitters is what's going to define the game. This could possibly even set the trajectory for the rest of the inning. Apologies.
What's interesting is how different Oakland's batting lineup is from last year. You had guys like Drew Collins and Jared Miller playing for the team, and they were pretty consistent hitters throughout the season. Doesn't matter if they were playing high-level competition or they were playing regular season Horizon League opponents. They would show out in a big way, but with those two specifically, their departures have hurt this team, and what's been a strength of Oakland has been their offense, and it's going to take some time. They do have quite a few underclassmen in this rotation, like Gavin Arsenault and Trent Rice, who is one of the NCAA leaders in stolen bases. So you do have some interesting pieces to play with here if you're Oakland.
Honestly, would make most sense to try and get Trent Rice onto the bases so that way he can steal more bases and hopefully help bring Oakland more Oakland players home.
Up to bat now for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies is number 36, the center fielder, Gavin Arsenault. Arsenault hitting .242 on the season, so not a great batting average, but Oakland, par for the course for the rest of the sports, have played really, really good competition early. Pitching for the Bowling Green Falcons is Luke Krause. First pitch for Luke Krause is up high and ball one. Here's the 1-0. Swung out to left field. It's going. And Gavin Gannon at the wall to catch that one and steal it. That looked like it was going, Kaylah.
Yeah, it did.
Disappointing. Now batting for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies is left fielder Trent Rice. Like we said, he is one of the NCAA leaders in stolen bases, but he's also hitting his fair share. 320 on the season's not bad. Tried to go for the bunt there. That's going to be ball one. Pulled it back just in time. Here's the 1-0. Swung inside, and that's going to be ball two. These pitches are coming fast. Here's the 2-0. That's high, and that's going to bring the count to 3-0. And all of a sudden, I got an interesting scenario on our hands. Here's the 3-0. Up high, and that's going to be a walker for Trent Rice. So exactly what you were saying, Kayla. Let's get Trent Rice on base. Potentially it was on purpose, but I'm not sure because of Trent Rice's ability to steal. You do want to make an effort to get him out. Now batting for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies is number 13, Brandon Nye, one of the few veterans on this team. Batting almost .280 with an on-base percentage of 41, so he's got some work to do after a slow start to the season. This one's ball one. Here's the 1-0. Down low and near the feet of Brandon Nye for ball two. And that's going to make the 6th straight ball thrown by Luke Krause in this game. You got to think that his first start jitters for Luke Krause. Nye crowding the plate here a little bit, trying to close the strike zone. Here's the 2-0. He swings on it, and it's going to be a grounder to left field, and Brandon Nye is going to get to first. Runner on first and second for the Grizzlies now. Only one down. This is the proportional response we wanted after the top of the first. Up to bat now for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, number 8, Lucas. Here's the 0-1. Swung out to right field. Can he get back in time? And he's just going to get there. That's the second out. Runners on third and second with Oakland down 2-0 at the bottom of the first. Up to bat now for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies is number 7, John Lauinger. Made his debut against Central Michigan. strike two. Oh, 2 pitch down to left field. That's going to be a foul. Third pitch of the at-bat. Swung out to center field and just gets in the zone, and that's going to bring Brandon Nye home. That's going to make the game 2-1 here. Great response for the Grizzlies. As the weather and the wind start to pick up a little bit, our equipment's getting a little bit wet now. Up to bat now for the Grizzlies is number 30, the catcher, Brandon Heidel. He's also been one of the veterans of this team. Has had a slow start to the season, so he's seen his minutes drop. His first pitch is out, and that's an error, and that's going to keep him at first. So now we've got John Lauinger at third, and we've got Brandon Heidel at first, and this game is tied at 2 apiece. Up now to bat for the Grizzlies, Aiden Orr.
Number 35.
My apologies, Carter Hain. One of the newcomers on this Oakland Golden Grizzlies team. His first pitch, that's going to be swung out to right field. And the center fielder unable to track it down, and that's going to be a base hit. And that's going to bring Heidel home. Score is now 4-2 for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. These runs are coming fast and furious now for both teams.
It's like that were exactly what Oakland needed to find their groove and bring them back into this game.
Seems like Bowling Green is having a hard time adjusting to the weather. Up to bat now for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies is Aiden Orr. His first pitch is swung, and that's going to be foul. I would have brought the house down had he made it fair. Center fielder's a little bit adjusted to. My apologies. Left fielder is adjusted a little bit to center, so he's got some room to work with along the foul line. His second pitch is a ball. It's up high, and that's going to bring the count to 1-1. One down low, and that's going to be ball 2. Crows had a hard time controlling these pitches. The weather's played a factor for both teams, so can't really use that as an excuse. I just think it's first game jitters.
Yeah, honestly, if you could get over that first game hump, then smooth sailing from there, but it doesn't look like Bowling Green can recover from that.
2-1 pitch swung for foul along the Bowling Green bullpen. It's going to bring the count to 2 apiece. Here's the 2-2, swung foul. The wind and the rain are starting to pick up now, and it's making it hard to see. Here's the 2-2, down low, fumbled, but recovered. Here's the 3-2 down low, and that's going to be a walker for Aiden Orr. Up to bat now for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, number 1, Sam Griffith. Shortstop, one of the veterans on this team. So you see the intermixing of veterans and newcomers for this Oakland Golden Grizzlies team, and they seem to be bouncing off each other well. These scenarios that they're in, they seem to be playing in pretty favorable conditions. I know that the weather isn't as great, but Oakland seems to be going through their batting lineup pretty steadily here.
Honestly, it does look like Oakland's adjusted well to other challenges they've faced. And at this point, their recovery as well. It's on Bowling Green now to try and match it.
And so far, Kraus still hasn't had an answer for these Oakland batters, and it's getting to a point where now could Bowling Green potentially go for a mound meeting just to calm the guys' nerves, because it's really early in this game. You don't want to start calling your mound meetings before you have to. But if you want to keep this guy in the game and, keep your defense awake, you might have to. First pitch of the at-bat is down low near Griffith's feet for strike 1. It's very interesting to see the psychology of these pitchers as the game progresses. Some tighten up their arsenal to what works or what has been historically working, and others tend to open it up a little bit and give offensive players some different looks, potentially catch them off guard. Second pitch is 2-0. Here's the 2-0 down low. That's ball 3. That's about the 4th or 5th ball change of this at bat. Rio is the count. It's 2 down in the bottom of the first. That's again on the inside, and that's going to make a walker for number 1, Sam Griffith. And that brings back number 1, Gavin. That brings back batting first, Gavin Arsenault, number 36, the center fielder.
It is not looking good for Bowling Green. Oakland has one guy on every base, first, second, and third.
And that first one is way down in the left field, and that's going to keep going. Oakland's going to bring 1, 2, potentially 3 all the way to home base. Just keep piling on the runs. Up to bat now for the Grizzlies is number 3, Trent Rice. It seems like we're gonna have a mound meeting here for Bowling Green. I think now is probably the best time to call a mound meeting. Your starting pitcher is allowed 7 runs in 1 inning. Not that he's been performing all that well either. I mean, the 2 outs have been flyouts, so it isn't like he's getting the Ks that he needs to keep his performance on the mound.
Those first game jitters, I think, are what Smiley taking Bowling Green out. It was a risk that they took, putting a new guy on the mound, and it looks like it's just not paying off for them.
I think we're going to step aside here while the pitcher gets warmed up. You're listening to 88.3 FM WXOU. Welcome back. You are listening to Golden Grizzlies Baseball here on 88.3 FM WXOU. At bat right now for the Golden Grizzlies, number 3, Trent Rice. Seems like we've had a pitching change by Bowling Green. Still trying to figure out who it is. Our rosters have gotten a little bit waterlogged here, so you'll have to excuse the technical difficulties. At first pitch is out there to left field, and that's going to be a foul. And he's going to be racing to third. And it looks like he might be out there. Trent Rice seemed to be going for third and just got picked off, and that's going to end the inning. We're going to step aside in the inning change here. You're listening to 88.3 FM WXOU.